You're a demon, just like me. All we get to do is live with our pain.
After years of intense guilt and shame, Rumi finally learned to move past her insecurities and embrace her demon heritage at the end of K-pop Demon Hunters. It was a hard-won battle that wouldn't have happened without Jinu's help, but Rumi finally got there in the end and shared her secret with her closest friends. Even more importantly, she had the inner strength to prevent the truth from changing her, as she remained a hero and saved the world from Gwi-Ma. Now she has made phenomenal progress, but trauma and fear don't disappear in a day. Something could also cause Rumi to reconsider her demon side, like a fractured relationship with her mother figure Celine. Today's video focuses on a hypothetical what-if scenario. Like, what could we expect to see if Rumi somehow separated herself from her demon side? With that scenario in mind, let's jump into it.
How are you here? You were just on stage. That wasn't you? Oh, thank goodness.
Number 1. A new appearance. When we first meet Rumi, it's clear that her physical appearance is unique because of her demon blood. In her childhood flashback, we learn that she has had her markings and long purple hair from a very young age, if not from birth. These obviously aren't normal features, and K-pop Demon Hunters make sure to show us that most humans in the film have dark hair and eyes. With appearances similar to Zoe, the only characters with colored hair are the other demons like the Saja Boys and Mira, who had a rebellious phase in her youth. All of this to say, once Rumi's separated from her demon half, then I suspect her appearance might change to look more like her mother, the former Sunlight sister. In this case, she would still have her long bubble braid, but it would be black, and her eyes would no longer have their golden sheen or become cat-like when she's stressed. She will lose the ability to alter her appearance, such as summoning claw-like nails to attack with, another trait we could only see from the Saja Boys. She would look normal, all things considered, and would need an emergency makeover to look a little more like herself.
Since the day you were born.
Number 2. A wounded soul. In addition to her changed appearance, Rumi might start to feel strange and off-center because of damage taken to her soul. If she's always had this other part repressed deep, then it's safe to say that it's coming out during different stages of her life as well. Maybe she felt scared during a storm and could suddenly hear Celine walking on the other side of the house. Perhaps she felt drawn to good people, which is why she couldn't give up on Jinu, because she could sense their souls in some way. Her demon side has always been a part of her. They're linked, and it helped shape Rumi into the person we meet in the film. To lose such a significant part of herself would leave behind a heavy feeling of loss and absence. It might feel similar to grieving a loved one, and Rumi could become withdrawn, vacant, or unresponsive to her environment. I can't imagine that losing half of herself wouldn't cause a type of emotional downfall or depression, which would make protecting the Hun Moon and performing for her fans incredibly difficult. It's devastating to imagine Rumi in such rough shape, but I'm sure that Mira and Zoe would stop at nothing to help her.
I'm glad to see it destroyed.
Number 3. A lowered power level. Without her demon side, Rumi's also losing some unique abilities. Not only will she lose her new skill to teleport at will, something she only unlocked toward the end of the first film, but her baseline power levels will decrease. Huntrix isn't to be trifled with, that much is obvious. Each of them has undergone rigorous training to become formidable fighters, but what happens when they work as a team? Total knockouts. There are numerous moments where Huntrix find themselves outnumbered, yet they come out victorious in the end, even if it requires taking down dozens of demons at once. Obviously, Huntrix should be able to depend on Rumi's martial arts and defense training, but they will soon realize that her demon side helped her more than they knew. As a demon, Rumi might have healed quickly, run faster, hit harder, or had a sixth sense for danger. To lose any of these skills could be detrimental to the team and require a learning curve for Rumi to overcome. She might need to go back to the basics, training with Celine to learn how to fight like a human, without accidentally depending on the advantages her demon side gave her.
A hunter who's part demon?
Number 4. Accepting new vulnerabilities. Without losing her strengths comes accepting her weaknesses. If I'm right to assume that Rumi's a little more durable than the rest of Huntrix, then she might have led the charge into most battles. At the end of the first film, she had even accepted her demon side and could have started her unique abilities while protecting innocent humans. She could still run in without a plan, hoping her baseline skills are enough to take down whatever monster is waiting for them, but that seems like a reckless and carefree thing to do. The moment she gets hurt, she might find herself with a deep wound or broken bone that becomes impossible to hide, especially if she has an upcoming show or rehearsals. She will no longer be able to push herself to new limits or put her demon hunting above her performances. In fact, a bad enough injury might force Rumi to leave the industry forever, bringing a sudden end to Huntrix.
Before I destroy what I swore to protect. Please.
Do it.
Number 5. Accessing new Hun-Moon weapons. One of the signature details from K-pop demon hunters is the weapons that Huntrix uses throughout the film. These deadly weapons help them protect the innocent and send demons back to their realm, where they must face Gwi-Ma's wrath. As far as we know, these are the strongest weapons that hunters can access because they come directly from the Hun-Moon. We never learn if the hunters choose their weapons or if the Hun-Moon chooses for them. But when we see the first hunters at the beginning of the film, they each have their own signature weapons. All of this to say, Rumi's sword, which gained new heft and power at the end of the first film, may no longer be her primary weapon. She likely received her tiger sword when she started training with Mira and Zoe, meaning that the Hun-Moon could have picked up on her demon side and gifted her a weapon that represented it. Once her demon side is gone, the Hun-Moon could give her a different weapon that she'll need to learn how to fight with and depend on. Some fans also theorize that Jinu's soul went into Rumi's sword, so losing her original weapon could not only force her to lose a friend for a second time, but also make her desperate to get her demon side back.
You're gonna have to fight us for them. Yeah, keep your hands off our Hun-Moon.
Number 6. Anticipating the next antagonist. The last thing I want to talk about is a fun storyline that the sequel could follow. With the Saja boys defeated and Gwi-Ma locked behind the Hun-Moon, there's a vacancy open for the franchise's next villain. If Rumi becomes separated from her demon side, it could take on a life of its own and fill in this spot. While I don't believe Rumi's demon side would be evil at its core, I do think it would experience all the same changes as Rumi, without having the support of friends and family to help it through such a difficult time. As a result, it could become twisted or corrupt, acting like a wounded animal when it's backed into a corner. In a way, I almost imagine it acting like Taka from Moana, after Te Fiti lost her heart and transformed into that volcanic monster. Of course, the best way to help both parties in the end would be to reunite Rumi with her demon half, as they always have been two sides of the same soul.
I thought I could fix it all. Fix me. But I ran out of time.
I know this video seems more like a fun what-if scenario, but there are plenty of films and series that follow this same storyline. A character knows they have an undesirable trait, so they look for a way to have it removed, only to realize it was an integral part of them all along. In Rumi's case, it could further prove that there is nothing wrong about her and that she's exactly where she needs to be. Besides, it would be fun to explore new character designs and concepts for Rumi, as well as see the full potential her demon side has to offer.
Is what I am, Rumi. No, you knew I was a mistake from the very start.
Do you think this could be a fun plot for a future project? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
You told me to cover up, to hide.
Yes, until we can fix everything. And we still can.